Hi everybody, this is Otsamona, and today I'm going to be reacting to Twilight Out of Focus, episode, I want to say 6? Yeah, 6. So last time it was completely focused on Ichikawa and Jin. I forget his last name, but it's something with a K. So yeah, he ended up being the perspective character, so we saw everything through his eyes. Which was, I think, a neat decision because we already know Ichikawa a decent bit, so it was nice to see him from someone else's lens. And just also it's very effective at making us care for Jin by putting us in his shoes as soon as he gets introduced. But I really like the dynamic between the two, and I like that Jin has this thing where, like, oh, for most people, he has to appear like perfect, super charismatic, very diligent, and a leader. But when he's with Ichikawa, he can just be, all of himself. So I love that. And Ichikawa also shows a different side of himself when he's not in the film club to Jin. So yeah, and then we ended the episode with Jin realizing that he has feelings for Ichikawa after being introduced to the genre that is BL. So yeah, let's just do this. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Recap? By breaking the fourth wall? But yeah, I'm really curious where we're gonna go from this. But I'm already super invested in their relationship. Oh yeah, and I also liked the childhood friend. His name is escaping me right now. But it was very short. He was also really good. Um, just basically telling Jean, uh, giving him the push on like trying to get along better with Ichikawa, and don't do it also not for yourself, but for everyone else that's it's in the club as well. Of course, that was before they started living together as roommates, but still. Really now. Oh. You called him my full name? Oh, that's so funny. Uh, bruh. Mm, He would know. Ray. Oh. He can see right through you. Don't try to lie to him. Mm. Really? Not even your best friend? Man, he needs someone to let it out to someone. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder if him taking on more responsibility than he's used to will become important. Hmm. Of course. Oh, oh. I see. Oh, nice. Oh. Oh no. Oh? Are you still acting it out? Ooh? Ichikawa feeling something there? Oh. He feeling the doki doki. Mm-hmm. Yo, he's really teasing him. The heart in his eyes. I did not expect Ichikawa to get this flustered. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I really love all this honesty. But he's really getting overwhelmed. Koi this. What is this? This music too. Rivals to lovers. god. He's really busy. Yeah. Mm? Daddy. Mm? Oh, from the third years? Oh. Mm. Uh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay, that's too much. He didn't need to say all that. Mm. I'm glad Ichikawa said something. Ichikawa actually getting offended for Jin's sake. Mm, yeah, he went too far as well. Ichikawa. Oh. Yeah, well, he's a lot more serious and passionate about it. The difference is big. Oh man. Hmm. How is Ichikawa going to respond to that? Another fourth wall recap? From Ichikawa's POV, though. Kikuchihara. Yeah, that's a bit of a mouthful. Is this how Ichikawa is seeing it? Yeah, we're staying in his headspace. Why he's phrasing it like that? I guess that's one way to visualize it, to understand it. I'm kind of surprised that Ichikawa hadn't ever considered that he himself could have feelings for him. Mm. Hmm. Yo, the music kind of banging. Yo, the music's kind of epic. Hmm. I mean, I don't think Jin was looking for an apology, but I think it's good for him to do that still. Tsun, tsun tsun, and then gets dere dere. Yo, that's crazy. But I mean, he already confessed to him, so I guess nothing to hide it now. Mm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Good for him. He asked for permission. Oh. He really doesn't believe him? Damn. Oh. Oh, Ray! Yo. Bro just appeared out of thin air. Oh. Nah, this is important. This has to happen. Mm. Mm. Okay. I like that Ray is explaining this. And actually sticking up for Jean's decision. Oh. He really said that to him, of all people. Mm. Mm. Let's see how Ray responds to this. But also, this might be Ichikawa projecting a little. Oh, he's praising him so much. Katamoy. Nah, it's not. He knows everything. Mm. I do feel like. Yeah, I like that last line. Mm. Mm. Oh, I like this. That took me off guard. Oh. Man, I really hope they can talk. No, we're gonna go into the ED. Mm. Oh, that's obviously Jin. Okay, so obviously Chikawa doesn't remember. Interesting. I did not expect that. That they would. They already knew each other from when they were kids. From a sort of like contest or competition. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how that adds to their dynamic in the present yet, but I'll keep it in mind. Man, there was so much going on this episode. mm. Let's watch the preview. Oh, okay. We're gonna get backstory. Oh no, more Ichikawa cheers. I don't want to see that. Oh, okay. Oh, a kiss? Hopefully it'll be, that we finally get a... Not finally, I say that like we have been following this couple for like just 2 episodes. Like, are we actually gonna get a mutual confession? I hope so. But also at the same time, like, man, just like Hisashi and Mao, it's only gonna take 3 episodes to get to that. Like, damn. Okay. And then after that, then what? Just an episode of them hanging out, like we did with the first couple? And then what? There's just still like 4 more episodes. Gonna focus on a different couple? I guess. Maybe. That's a possibility. Well... Well, Jin was thinking that, like, oh, I don't want to tell these guys that I like Ichikawa, like that. But he really didn't count on Rei already basically being like 99% that's what... Oh, he already 100% was sure that Jin liked Ichikawa, but he wasn't sure the other way around was also the case. But yeah, I hope that Rei and Jin can have a moment to just be like, huh, I'm glad for you that it worked out. And Jin is like, what? You knew? As well. Because, come on, they're like childhood friends. There should be some kind of trust that Jin would, believe that Rei not only would be okay with it, but would be supportive about it. Yeah, the scene where Jin read a line from the manga out loud and made Ichikawa hella flustered. That was good. I like that. That was cute. And then the scene where Tobe, the guy that wanted to quit from the movie, came in and then basically called what they were doing stupid. That's when I was like, oh yeah, I'm not with this guy anymore. Because at first I was like, okay, maybe there's some outside factors that he's like, he has to prioritize his exams, unlike the other 2, and the rest of the 3rd-year club members. But no, this guy just doesn't care about making movies or being in the movie. He was just doing it to impress a girl, which is a bit lame, but yeah, he really didn't really need to lash out and insult the other guys for deciding to stay in the club. Especially since, well, I don't know about the other ones, obviously, but Jin is basically in a very similar situation, that he is not going to pursue filmmaking as a career, but he's still doing it because he still loves being here. Which I'm wondering, like, is he quitting filmmaking because he doesn't think he's gonna be good at it in terms of like becoming a pro, or because he genuinely doesn't have a passion for it. It just simply was, the sense of camaraderie and community that the club gave him, and that's why he has stayed as long as he has, and that's a big reason why he was okay with that guy belittling what they're, still staying with the movie, even though they're gonna go to college for a different thing. And then Ichikawa gets upset. Makes sense. We know, like, he's been established by now that Ichikawa is the type of guy that would do that. But I think it was even more so because he was insulting Jin and his, well, let's call it dedication to the craft. Because as we see later, Jin can tell that, that Ichikawa can tell that Jin can actually make quite a good story if he's allowed. But yeah, then he starts going off, and then he says something that he really ended up not meaning, which was like, like, I don't remember the specific line, but it was gonna end something like, you're not even a director if you let this slide, or something like that. And then when Ichikawa says, like, you're right, I'm not, I'm like, does he genuinely believe that, or is he just, being kind of self-deprecating? Like, I guess you're right. I'm no good as a director. Or he's, like, yeah, I don't really care. That's just the role I've been giving, so I'm just doing what I think is best for now. Or it could be a little bit of both. And then he confesses, which it felt a bit abrupt, but I think I get why he did it at that moment. Like, for one, like, just the mention of exams is like, oh yeah, my time is running out as a high schooler, so might as well make a move on Ichikawa. And then he just keeps teasing him when they're in the bed. And then we get the conversation with Rei and Ichikawa. And I think they're both right. That when Rei said the director watches out for all of the members, so keeping Tobe even in a minor role, that was the right thing to do, because that's just how he works as a director. That's just the way that he thinks is best for the movie to continue on and make the best of what they got. But then also when Ichikawa responds back, granted, Rei doesn't really necessarily agree or disagree about what Ichikawa's assumption is of the other club members making Ichikawa change his script so much that there's barely any trace of the original left, of his original vision. Yeah, if that is true, that it most definitely feels a little sad to see it happen. Granted, Ichikawa sometimes doesn't really understand Jin and the way that he treats film. So that's why I said, like, maybe there's a bit of projecting here. But, like, Ray, like, doesn't really disprove him or prove him right or wrong. He's just like, I see. He basically takes it in a different direction. It's like, oh, you're saying all this, and you know all this because you're paying so close attention to him. Because you like him. And then, the last line is, I don't think the problem is that he isn't free enough. So, okay. You could take that as like, oh, he doesn't agree with what Ichikawa said. About this, like, Jin feeling very, like, lonely and restricted because of how the script ends up feeling like. The problem is that he isn't. I don't think the problem is that he isn't free enough. I'm not exactly sure how to take that though. Then what does Ray think the problem is? That's a bit cryptic. Maybe the problem is that he just doesn't care enough about the script to be like, to the rest of the members to be like he doesn't feel like that. He doesn't feel restricted. Because after all, he's not, he might be the director, but he's not the one that he feels like, oh, this film belongs to me and me alone. For him and the other third years, it's like, this is a group effort. So, yeah. If everyone else wants to contribute, then I'm all for it. That's how I'm taking that. And then we have the last scene where Jin just starts, let's say, really letting out his emotions and jumping Ichikawa. But I am at the very least glad that we have Ichikawa's thoughts while it's happening. And it's basically like, I do want to do this, but I much rather have a talk before something like this can happen. And that's why he was crying, because he feels like Jin cares more about sexual stuff than about feelings. So yeah, this definitely messed with Ichikawa's perception of what Jin's feelings may be for him. So they better have a damn good talk next episode. Thankfully, Jin did, didn't do that much. And once he saw him, like, tearing up, he was like, okay, I think I messed up. So, yeah, that was my reaction to this episode. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.